I write a lot of my material, and writing material usually comes from me just taking examinations. Sometimes it's about life, sometimes it's sad, harsh realities about myself, and it's actually mostly those. But I just have one of those faces. Now, whatever connotation that immediately came to mind when I said that, yes. And I'll tell you why. I have a face that can be tuned out very easily. I could be 4 paragraphs in and you'll be like, what? When I was younger, like 9 years old, my older sisters told me, yeah, your voice is kind of like a freezer turning over ice at night. You just stop hearing it after a while. And how is this 9-year-old supposed to respond to that? I'm asking, seriously, I didn't know how to respond to that. Someone I don't know comes up to me and goes, oh my God, you look so much like blah. What I do is I pause, I look them in the eye, and I go, shh, and I walk away. Something about this face is just vague, generic, off-brand cereal enough where it just seems to be everywhere. I was at the CVS pharmacy the other day, it doesn't matter why, and I was sitting at the front counter, and a woman enters, and she enters, takes a couple steps, looks at me, takes another step, stops, and goes, I almost hugged you. Now, hold on, my first immediate thought out loud, I couldn't have stopped it, I literally went, you still can. And she went, no, you just look like my nephew, you know, with the beanie and the pajama pants and the mustard stain. And I'm like, lady, I get it. And she just walked away. And I was really tempted because I really wanted to go like, so no on the hug. But I always kind of hoped that the next hug with her nephew kind of went like this. Can I have a demonstration? Can someone hug me real quick? I just need a person to hug. Basically, I really hope that when she sees her nephew, she just does this. Like she hugs him, goes, and just kind of does that. Like it's just gonna be me with a slightly thicker mustache going, it's me, you know, but I mean.
Can I leave?
No, you should leave, but thank you so much. Your leather jacket smells like a father figure. I remember when I was a kid, you know how you have dumb thoughts when you're a kid? I always thought the height of luxury was having a phone in your bathroom, because that's the ultimate power move, right? Someone calls to ask about your day, they don't know your It's great. It makes you feel stronger. That, and I just thought that was kind of cool, because I just don't like it when I'm, making my business and the phone rings. That's the most vulnerable you've ever felt in your entire life. You're just like, ah! Ah! Like you just don't know what to do. And I took it a step further, because when you grow up, your needs change. And one of them was when I get my own house for the first time and I have a bathroom and I have a housewarming party that has people that don't fully know me yet. They don't know what I'm all about, those poor souls. What I want to do is in my bathroom next to the toilet, I want to tape 3 burner phones to the wall. Right next to the toilet, because my pastime is making people uncomfortable on the toilet. And I want to have really subtly horrifying things written over each phone. Like, Johnny's found the stash, someone's dead, and the last one just says egg whites, just to throw them off, Like so that way when someone comes up to me, like at the party, like that doesn't really know me, like, oh, hey, yes, I'm a friend of so what the f*** is egg whites? And like I would launch into this long description on what that means. I would explain the joke I just explained to you guys tonight, and he would just go like, oh God, sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. You just remind me of this dude who looks so ugly. Thank you so much. That's my time, I'm tired. I really wish I had one of those scrolls that when you unrolled it, it went to the ground and just kept going. I just want to have that on me at all times. So when people ask me why I'm single, I have like a visual aid, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to go so far that the person who sees it goes, whoa. That's still going. Where'd you get that? Do you think the guy that wrote the J.G. Wentworth opera commercial knows the impact he made on society? Or is that just another paycheck for him? I can't hear anything remotely sounding like that without going, call J.G. Like you immediately. I do it without control. Nobody sits near me on the bus. It's horrible. Like the people that just wake up, this wake up, gosh, it's cold, it's 70 degrees, they're still cold. It's like, oh, I'm gonna compliment Denise on her mustache today. Like that person, The people that like.
That's wonderful to hear. So how did you find out that you were actually the Queen of England? Oh, hang on a second. I've got to do an intro real quick, and then I'll be back to finish up this interview, all right? Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of The Connor Ford Show. It's going to be much shorter, as you probably already noticed. In this episode, we're going to get a behind-the-scenes look of The Connor Ford Show, smattered in between each of the skits. And then we're going to interview the man behind every single movie trailer you've ever seen. After that, we'll check out a tattoo that I did live in the studio in a prison styling. But before we get to any of that, let's see what people around the studio think of The Connor Ford Show.
It's the Connor Ford Show.
The Connor Ford Show? Never heard of it.
Yeah, the Connor Ford Show sucks.
What's the Connor Ford Show? That sounds terrible.
Connor Ford? Yeah, that guy's a chump.
just roll the clip. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
In a world where the internet allows almost anyone to have a platform,
What are you doing?
where new media rules and you can always dethrone the top dog as long as you're willing to slip another rung down the ladder to heaven.
I'm kind of trying to do my intro here, and just finish up.
One androgynous thing has chosen to make a go of it in the tried and true variety show format because he thinks he's Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett, wait a second. Insulting me? Referencing comedians nobody's heard of? Are you Mr. Ghostface?
You mean the voice of television past? No, that's my cousin.
Cousin?
Well, I mean, kind of. We're just metaphorical representations of tropes in media. We don't really have family members like humans do.
It's kind of pretentious.
Well, don't look at me. I didn't write these lines. So who did?
What was that?
What was what?
You kind of just stared off into the camera over there for a second.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm an intense movie trailer voiceover. And that was a cliffhanger.
So how is that different than the spirited TV guy, Mr. Ghostface?
Well, you see, I'm an intense movie trailer voiceover. He was just a regular old voiceover. He was just supposed to, say what was happening and bring the audience along. Nothing flashy. So when he belittled you, he just came right out and said it. I have to be a little bit less direct.
I don't know if I want another interview where I'm just getting belittled.
Actually, yeah, that you getting belittled is kind of getting old.
Okay, if we have to do it.
Apparently.
We do.
So, do you have any work coming out soon?
Yes, literally any movie trailer. Your audience probably saw one before this episode.
That's funny. You think we get ads?
Wait, why am I here if the only person watching this is going to be you in the future?
Probably a crappy manager.
I mean, crappy show, so
So you do any other voices? Or
No, that's about all I got.
Kind of a one-trick pony then.
how much money do you think that trick makes me?
Hopefully enough to donate to the Connor Ford Show.
No,
Okay, well, our guests normally have some kind of talent they do or something.
I'm doing it. It's my voice.
Well, then we're sat here. You did the voice.
Hold on. This isn't over. Larry, I can do a trailer for your show. How about that? Check this out. Coming up on the Connor Ford Show, Connor's insecurities catch up with him as the full-length episodes prove too much of a commitment.
Wait, what?
His month-long episode times send fans running into the arms of better programs like The Kellen Frank Show and The Red Room.
Where is this going?
Watch as his declining mental state causes his relationships to fall apart.
Fall apart?
Quiet, please. His relationships fall apart, and not just with his coworkers, at home, too.
What? Stay away from my wife.
Oh, I will stay away from his wife, but AJ won't.
AJ? The head cameraman? You son of a biscuit!
Will AJ survive this beating?
Oh, God!
Probably not. Will Connor face the chair for the murder he's committing in front of me right now? Will I face consequences for not intervening? Find out next time on Judge Judy.
2.
2? Like the number 2?
2.
Never thought you'd get that one. Oh, hang on. I gotta do a thing real quick. I'll be back. Don't worry. So AJ did survive the beating. But I do have a plan to, let's say, get him back for what he did to my wife. Just gotta figure out how to get him alone at night in the studio. I'll figure it out right after this next skit where I tattoo my sister. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first and probably, hopefully, maybe the only live tattooing on the Connor Ford Show. This is my sister, Christy Ford. She will be getting the letters CFS or TCFS.
We'll see.
We haven't decided yet. That's how impromptu this tattoo is. She'll be getting those tattooed on her body. We have a rotating cast of actors just to comment on the tattoo. So please tell us how you're feeling.
Oh, I'm excited. The anticipation is shaking me.
You happy to be here?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Aren't you gonna sharpen the pencil? Oh.
This is the needle, the finished product. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, now it does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going
This is because we don't have scissors. Yeah.
I have scissors right in this bag.
Here, would you do me the
It's
favor?
almost like I brought a more
It's
prepared
nothing
kit.
but professional.
I don't know how to tie this off. How did I do this the first time?
I did it.
Let's just give it to the person that knows what's up.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's really smart. Actually, it's really obvious, but I'll be doing the tattoo today, folks, by the way. I am in charge of this operation.
Operations is strong.
Okay, we got rubbing alcohol.
Not in this. You
Yes,
just this is a
first in that.
squirt bottle.
Yes. First
Oh,
in
to
that.
sanitize it. No, Christy. What?
I'm gonna die.
No, it's just
You agreed to do this live on the show.
It's like
Connor,
you're
our viewers are
nervous.
demanding that we turn this right side up, by the way.
Oh, do it.
Our viewers.
You're welcome, darling.
my comments.
Darlene! And I'm going to start at the top right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
How's Facebook Live looking? Good?
You got one person.
Ooh, yeah. Christy, you ready?
You're not even poking.
What I think is hilarious.
My mom would kill me if I did that.
Christy's every word.
The Fords are a different
Mom would kill
breed.
me if I got another one.
Yeah.
I was like professional.
Oh. Well,
If I
she
got
didn't
even
care.
one, my-
Someone's chair.
To quote my parents, if I got a tattoo, they'd change the locks.
So moving eight. Wow, that first go doesn't look bad. I just want one dot, like way over there. Whatever!
Do it. I think it'd be funny.
All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna back it up.
I just like threw 6 layers of
Freaks
skin.
me out from just doing that. Oh look, blood.
Oh look, the pooling blood in
You
my
should be wearing
pores.
gloves.
I was wearing
Or anything.
Yeah,
Should
did
have like
you wash
washed
your
your hands
hands?
or something before.
This is entirely rubbing alcohol.
It's almost like those
It'll burn when I touch you, I guarantee it. Here, you want it burn? Oh, there's blood on me.
That's not my blood.
This was the best idea for a show.
Looking good, looking
Getting there, getting there. A little wobbly.
good.
A little wobbly.
Hey, thanks.
Wow,
man.
that-
It's not like it's on my body
Suggestion,
forever.
Connor,
signed
suggestion,
up for
Connor,
it.
before you do anything. You know how there's a little bit of space between the F and the S there?
Yeah.
What if you did a bow tie? Or like a tie that
Okay,
goes
come on!
No, that's totally doable.
Hey, we finished the Connor Ford show tattoo.
Alright, luckily we can wipe this away if you don't like it, right?
Did you know that stick and poke tattoos are actually the most painful type of tattoos you can get? My sister is just cooler than me. Now for a behind the scenes sneak peek preview, I'll be showing AJ, our cameraman, around all the different rooms in the studio.
I already know all the rooms in the studio.
AJ, just roll with it, all right? Sorry about that, folks. Anyways, our first room is going to be our editing lab. The office is where I get yelled at for swearing too much. Oh, hey, Candy. Sweet. This is the room I use to drop sick beats. The room where the cameras sleep. The room I come to cry in.
Can't a guy get a little privacy around here?
The door out of the station. The murder room.
The murder room.
The studio. Let's go inside and have a closer look and then artistically cut at the last second.
Where's Joey?
Thank you all for watching, by the way. And make sure to, would you grab the other end of this? Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then you can also follow us on Instagram at The Connor Ford Show. You can find us on Twitter at The Connor Ford. And on Snapchat at also The Connor Ford. And remember, all you viewers out there, don't say a fudging thing about this.